Good day, dear colleagues, friends, participants. Today we will talk about a program for teachers that is called Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program. And we will talk with a program alumna. Her name is Mamura Eresmatovna Reskulova. She kindly agreed to answer my questions about her experience while traveling in the USA. So I'm going to invite her. Hello, Mamura. Can you hear and see me well?
Hello, Julia. How are you doing? Yes, of course.
I'm fine. Thank you very much. First, let me introduce myself because we haven't met before. So I'm a teacher of English here in Ritter, East Kazakhstan, and I'm working at Dinmuhamed Kunaev Secondary School number 3. And I work mostly with all students in our school, from primary to secondary school students. So can you tell us about yourself a little bit?
Hello, Julia. Thank you for organizing this live session, for us. So, of course, my name is Mamura. My surname is Irskova. I'm Shimkent, and I have been working here at the secondary school, number 113, named after Al-Farabi, and I have been working for 10 years, if I didn't mistake.
Me too. 10 years.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, your questions, of course.
I would like to say that I have been teaching for 10 years, but now I'm on my maternity leave. So you can continue. Anything else?
Okay, good job.
So today I would like to ask mostly about your personal experience while traveling abroad, because I've already applied the documents to the program, and if teachers or my colleagues would like to know more information about the program, they can find the information online, or I've also attached the link in my bio. And I know that you made an interview to the embassy representative years ago, so they can also watch it. So let's talk about my questions. And my first question is, when did you apply to the program? When did you go? And who were the other participants?
Of course. So everything started in 2019, in January, So my friends, one of the English teacher in our city, she's my close friend, and she was alumna of this program too. She invited first to participate in this program, but I just, as you, I was confused a little bit because I had a son too. He was little, but I wanted to try it. So I passed my first documents on 2019 in January. And if I didn't mistake, it was the 1st of May. I get that email from embassy that I was a finalist, half finalist of this program, and I have passed my TOEFL tests. Then we had a speaking interview with them. Everything happened in summer. Then in the last if I didn't mistake, it was September of 11th. It was one of the best day in my life because I get email that I was a finalist of this program, and I can get chance to study in the US in the spring cohort from January till March, and of course we passed some kind of documents, some kind of little preparation for them, and we had meeting with them online, what to prepare, how to prepare. So I went in 28th of January, and on the if I didn't mistake, it was on the 30th of January we were in the US, and in our university there were 22 participants from different countries. They are all were from 19th country, like from Uzbekistan, from Azerbaijan, from Estonia, Jordan, then from South America, they were like Colombia, from Argentina, from where India, from Africa. We had a lot of friends, like Tanzania. They were Zimbabwe. Yeah, we have a lot of like, friends from all around the world, and mostly we were in the University of North Carolina in the city Wilmington, and so in general we had like, how to say, till February we didn't start the lesson because we had like meetings also in the university. They introduced what we should do. They introduced us our schools where we had like our practicum, and everything was like well organized. It was the best experience, I can say, really.
And I saw in your Instagram account photos where you were in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Yes. What cities did you manage to visit? What sites maybe did you like most while you're traveling?
So first, like the state where we were, it was like a how to say, it was not so big states, but it was a good place to live. Like I can say, if I had the chance again, I want to visit this state because there are a lot of things to see. So first, we had like, how to say, so we had a trip to New York and to South Carolina. That everything was organized from our university. They took us to South Carolina, to Charleston, the city Charleston. We were there 2 days. It was like a 4 weekends trip. Most of the time we spent at university, like from 8 till 4 or 5. We were at the university, so we have only weekends to travel somewhere. So we went to South Carolina. It was really good because they introduced us like their history. It was one of the historical city, the Charleston. They talked about the Civil War which happened in the USA. Then at the end of February, we had, how to say, a little bit short holiday for teachers. We didn't have any lessons in that time, so we wanted to travel to New York, like with our group mates. Like it was 7 teachers who traveled to New York. Others traveled to other part of the city. Depends of their like, how to say, where they want to travel. So we went to New York. It was one of the best experience because the New York, it was our, how to say, dream to travel there. Yes, so to see this Statue of Liberty, to see the one of the, how to say.
Yes. I saw the photo where you are staying in front of the bridge, famous bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we were in Brooklyn Bridge, of course. And where we went, I couldn't remember it now. Yeah, Times Square. Of course, we were in Times Square at night. We didn't sleep. I can say in that night so everything there. That we were there 5 days, if I didn't mistake. Yeah. At the end of this program, all participants are invited to Washington D.C. because we had the last, how to say, session with all of the teachers who participate in this program. There were teachers from how many? 160 countries, if I didn't mistake. Yeah. And we were there 4 days. It must be 5 days, but in that time we had the quarantine started, so they sent us like Kazakhstan to our country very early. That's why we spent only 4 days there. There we had workshops, some kind of seminars, sessions that we presented what we learned from our university, yeah. And they took us also a little short trip. We were in capital. We saw George Washington's monuments, of course, Lincoln monuments, and we saw, of course, White House. We were inside of capital. We saw how do they have meetings there. It was really enjoyable, and of course, it was really hard to get inside of the capital because we had a lot of check-ins, as well as we were different countries, all of them, and they checked in every door. It lasted, how to say, 2 hours to be inside of this capital, but it was really good. But we couldn't get near to the White House, unfortunately, because in that time there were some kind of meetings, protests, like political, some kind of problems that they have. That's why we couldn't go to inside of the White House. We just saw it from the outside. So this
you
kind
said
of
that
trip.
there are a lot of participants. Did all the participants go to the same state, or
No.
grouped different?
They will divide into a how to. If I didn't mistake, there were 5 universities from the USA. Like it depends. Like group. There, a TEA program are divided into 2 groups. Like we had 4 teachers, like pedagogical. Then we had like media literacy types of. I didn't mistake. Yeah, media. This one. And there was like a Kent State University, California, from the California they were teachers, and there was a Montana State University, of course. Then one more university. At all, there were 5 universities, if I didn't mistake. Yes, and there weren't only English teachers. There was also like there were science teachers also with English teachers. For example, in our group, there were like 6 science teachers at all.
I've read that teachers of history might go, math,
Yeah.
mathematics.
Yeah, of course. Geography, math, chemistry, physics, and like which one? There was one more like, but I didn't have any history teacher in our group. Like there was chemistry, math. Biology, of course, yeah, biology and geography, of course.
Thank you. So I also have several questions about lesson delivering. You said to the interview with an embassy representative that you had to observe 20 lessons, yes, and you delivered 2 lessons. Is that right?
Yes.
I thought it should be English lessons, but it wasn't English lessons.
Yeah, because we had like 2 tasks, like to have 2 lessons with American students. It should be first like culture lesson. We should introduce our culture, and second one, it's by your choice. For example, my partner teacher she's literature teacher, English literature. That's why she advised me to choose one of the Kazakh like poets or maybe like writers. Yeah, so I chose that theme about Abay, and we had like a literature lesson. The second one was so all teachers who were there, they had one cultural lesson and one lesson depends of their teacher, like literature or English. But most of the teachers, they didn't have English. They had like literature or some kind of writers or some kind of like, how to say, they chose the theme, which is like, how to say it. For example, one of my friends, she choose the theme like my life or something like that. She experienced her own family. She introduced like life in Jordan, for example. Yeah, and it depends on you. But most of them, they don't have just ordinary lessons like ours.
Are there lessons at school differ greatly from our lessons?
Of course.
So the structure
For example,
of the lesson.
Yeah, we were in a it was high school, and as you know, yeah, American students, they choose their lessons. Yeah, what do they study, what they not, and most of my students were like from 9 to 12th grades, and I observed 3 classes in a day. And their lesson lasted like 1 hour 20 minutes, and of course they are free during the lesson. They can do what they want. For example, it wasn't not. For example, in our schools, you know, it's very disciplined, yes. So we must keep distance with our students in our school. For example, we should have 40, like we should have only lesson. We shouldn't have discuss some kind of extra like thing about during the lesson, or that we should always control our students during the lesson. But there, everything is different. Students can chat with the teacher if they want. Yeah, they can ask all type of questions if they want. What I like there, it was like students, for example, yeah, when they forgot their things or like books, I don't know, like notebooks or something like that. Yeah, the teacher will not ask about it. For example, where is the notebook, or where is the book? Where is the pencil or pen? If they didn't have, they will just go to the box. They had a lot of boxes in the class, and inside of the box they had paper, extra paper, pens, a lot of pens, pencils, all type of books or something like that. And if you just forget, you will go take the paper and pen and write during the lesson. And if they want, they can play the mobile, unfortunately. But I was shocked when they played the mobile during the lesson. But at the end of the lesson, they give a paper with a task. Even if they play like mobile phone, they do their tasks too. And for example, in that school, it's really, but they didn't have any, how to say, they cannot use social media or like a WhatsApp or I don't know, like Instagram or something like that during the lessons, because school banned to use this type of media during the lessons. So they can just use Google or like, I don't know, some types of searching sites, but they cannot use social media during the lesson. And in the class, they didn't have students like ours. Like we have 20, 25 students. And for example, during the English language, we divide them into groups, yeah? Like 12, 13 students in our lessons. But for example, in my partner teacher, she has 3 classes in a day. And in the first group, she had 45 students.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. In the second one, there were 30. In the third ones, like 25 or something like that. And they all they sit one by one, not like us, 2 students in one desk. They sit alone. And if they want to go out, they just go to near the door. They had paper. There was written name of the teacher, and they took this paper and they will say, I'm going out, or I'm going to canteen, I come back in 30 minutes, or they will say, I come back in 20 minutes, and they can go out. So it means that they can go out for canteen during the lesson if they are hungry.
Right. By the way, you said about the internet. Did you have any chance to communicate with your family? Was the internet okay? How did you make calls?
Yes, of course. In general, in our hotel, and of course at university, in the university, we had a Wi-Fi. We used the Wi-Fi, of course, there. And for example, when we are, unfortunately, if we are in the streets, it's difficult to get internet because we don't have any Wi-Fi. So it means you cannot communicate with like family when you are outside of the university or hotel. But they had like shopping malls like Walmart, they have a free Wi-Fi. You can go there and chat with someone. And it was difficult for us to get a taxi in the city where we live it, in Wilmington, because they use it like taxi. It's like our Yandex, I can say, that we should have an American number in order to have a taxi. That's why we didn't get any numbers, so it was difficult to call taxi or to seat the taxi. That's why we, if you want to have a taxi, we like go to the restaurant or something like that. We ask the waiters to call a taxi for us, and they they are really friendly people in the USA, like the people in our city, They always they're always ready to give you hands in every position. They helped when we asked something, And what I mentioned, they always smile, and they always say sorry,
Did you
Just
understand
if they cross
their
the
accent?
way.
No problems with accent.
In the beginning, of course, it was really difficult because the American people, most of them, they pronounce the words differently. It was a little bit, difficult first time, but professors, or teachers in our university, we didn't have this problem, but we met this problem when we have people outside of the university, for example, when we were in the restaurant, it was really difficult first time to order something, because I know that at school we always said, hello, can I order something? Can you have a menu or something like that? But there it's a little bit different. For example, they use some kind of phrases or I don't know, words which is in their, they use it in their life, but we never heard about it in our life. But then we adapt for it too. And for example, we had a teacher from India. He spoke in English very quickly, and it seems to me that he speaks in Indian, not in English. And for us, it was really difficult. We always looked at him like that. What are you saying, Mohan? Can you repeat again a little bit slowly? Because we couldn't understand you. You have they have a really different accent than ours, and it was a little difficult for example, teachers who live in Africa. They have also different accents than ours, but everything and very good. We had we keep in touch till today with our group mates. We have WhatsApp group, I don't know, we have Zoom meetings all the time. And
I saw that you have anniversary, yes?
of course. 3 years.
Oh, yeah, today.
Of course. In general, we always, in the 29th of January, we organize the meeting with them. And till today, we had it was like 3 years, but we had a meeting 6 or 7 times with them. And other 3 participants were from Uzbekistan. You know, it's near to us. And when I went to Tashkent, we met with them. How to say? It was really good to see the people who were so close. Yeah, it's only lasted 7 weeks, but you become, how to say, a little bit family together. Because you share your pains, your happiness with them this week, because you are alone there, nobody with you, your family members, yeah. So they will become your brother, like sister, or something like that. Everything depends on you. If you are like good, like if you are well-behaved person, of course, everybody like be friends with you. I can say.
Well, do you have any tips for teachers who maybe are doubting about the program, or maybe don't have enough motivation to go, or maybe other tips or things you should have known before going abroad, or something?
Let's say, be patient, the first, and of course, be flexible. Yeah, because you will meet all type of people, as you know. It's a USA, and we can meet all type of people, which is really different than ours. And for example, if one thing which mentioned from the Aidana, who is like a representative of U.S. Embassy, she told us, when you will arrive to the USA, you will understand that you are in the USA when you first see the airports, because you know, in Kazakhstan, unfortunately, we have some kind of problem with waiting other people, yeah, when we are standing in the queue or something like that. But when we arrived to the US, it was really difficult. Everybody was polite. They always say, yeah, you can go, for example, yeah. And if you, for example, taking a place, yeah, so you will say, who is the last in the queue? They will say, I am. So I'm after you. But if you say, so can I go somewhere, and when I come back, can I get my place there? They will say, oh, no problem. Nobody will just go ahead from you. They will wait for you. Even it's like you are late for 30 or like 20 minutes, it's okay. They will wait for you, and you will come and stand on your place where you were standing till today. For example, it's a really good side of the US. And one more thing, if you went there, don't don't take like meat or something like that. It's not allowed. And because one of my friends, we met with them in Germany, in Frankfurt at the airport. She was from Estonia, and she said that she took some type of fish in the like can. And when she was in the airport, they give us a declaration to complete it, and she said that she had a fish with herself. Well, then it took like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Yeah, they checked everything, all your clothes, all your luggage, and it was just a little can at all. That's why don't take these kind of things, because you will have some problems in the US airport, because they will take every detail. What I mentioned, yeah, every detail. It's really difficult, and it takes a long hours in the airport. And if yeah, when you go there, you should take like national clothes, because we had cultural lesson. Yeah, you should wear like your national clothes, and we had international potluck. It's like every member, every participant of this program should prepare their national food, like yeah. And when they present it, they should wear their clothes, national clothes also, and we should take some kind of like I don't know, our like things which present Kazakhstan, for example, I don't know, flag,
Flags.
yeah, flag, of course, and for example, yurta would I have taken, yeah. Then you need some kind of souvenirs or something like that, yeah, about Kazakhstan, because when I had like cultural lesson, I have decorate the class with these things in order to show the students. And I took some kind of chocolate from Kazakhstan in order to show that I gave this chocolate to my students who participate in my lesson, and in order to make like a little bit fun, and in order to show that like I took like Kazakhstan chocolate, like so it's our like flag, and so like a chocolate, one of the famous one in our Kazakhstan, and one of my most of the students, they didn't just throw back the paper of chocolate, for example, yeah, they took with them, and one of the students, he said, teacher, can I take it with me in order to show my parents, for example, yeah, we had this kind of teacher, it's from like Kazakhstan, something like that. And of course then we had a host family, yeah, we didn't live with them. We just had like, we spent our weekends, some kind of days with them. They, for example, they showed us some sightseeing of this city, and also I took like some kind of presents for them. Yeah, if you are going there, let's take some kind of present. It will be, it will show you like how to tolerance to them, and of course what I wanted, don't take a lot of clothes like us because you know we didn't know what kind of weather it will be there, and it was cold here, it was winter, we had I don't know, like coats, I don't know, some kind of things, but I for example, I bought a lot of clothes here. Then when I went there, I see that it doesn't need to me, because we wanted to buy another clothes there. Unfortunately, at the end, we had a lot of luggage. We had the problems to come back, but everything ended good. But you will just be tired in the airports when you had, for example, I had 3 luggage, 2 big ones and 1 like handbag, but it's also was difficult for us. And what I want to say, if you are going to the USA, what I want to say, try to take with you extra luggage. Like if you are going with 1, let's take the second one if it's empty too, because one of my
You mean a
friends,
bag? Yes, a bag.
yeah, big bag, because when you go there, of course we want to take back like presents, yeah, to our like family, to our friends or something like that. That's why it will be good to take with you here, because it's expensive in the US. For example, I took only 1 there, so I bought second one there. And one more thing, for example, I lived in the hotel because our university, it depends on university, because some kind of university, they will give just a flat where you should share the room with someone, yeah, from other participants in the group. But we didn't have this kind of things, because we lived in the hotel alone in each room. So if you live alone, you will be just okay, but be ready to live with someone too, yeah, if you have a chance. Because when I was in the Washington DC, I lived with other participants, and even if it wasn't from our group, it was from other university, for example, yeah. 3 days we lived together. So that's why be ready to meet a lot of people. Be friendly, of course. Then cooking, yeah, eating something, because our university they give us, how to say, we didn't live in a flat, that's why they gave us money to buy food or something like that. But other universities, they didn't give any money because they had a flat and they had a food to cook something. It depends on the university too. And you get scholarship from IREX, of course. And you get all books from the university. You didn't buy something, like some kind of books or something like that, because the university will give you everything. And what to say again? And the city where we lived, we had a bus to get to the university. It was free for us because we studied in that university. If you're a student of the university, you can show your ID card to the bus driver, and you can like go there for free. And but it was near to our hotel. Sometimes we walked there. It was okay. And but I don't know about other universities. It depends on them.
Well, Mamura, thank you very much for this detailed information. I think that we can finish our conversation. All in all, I understood that your level of English rose, yeah, while you were on the program, and you got a lot of methodological knowledge there, yeah, and cultural experience.
Okay, yeah. You, how to say, they will not teach in English, yeah. They will just give us the strategy. Will teach us the strategy of, like, as you say, methods to study English. And of course, you will have not only English lessons there. You will have English lessons, of course. Some kind of technology lessons is one of the best one. And of course, you will have some kind of science lessons too. Like, because it's for science teacher too, that's why.
Okay, I see now. So I would like to say to the participants here on our live that all the information about the program criteria, deadlines, and so on, you can find in the link in my bio or on the internet. The program is called Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program. It is held every year. This year the deadline is over, but you can try next year.
Next year,
if I'm not mistaken. So thank you very much, Mamura, for joining me today for this information. Very, very useful, your time. And I hope that we will get in touch with each other, and maybe teachers from my city. I know that there are some followers from Oskimian, Shamanai, Altai, maybe that are watching us. This information will help them maybe to participate in the program. So thank you again.
Thank you to Yulia for organizing this session, and good luck to you. And I hope that other participants in our Kazakhstan also join this program, because it's not easy, but you should try always. Have a good day for you. Of course, we will keep in touch. Have a good day. Thank you again. And good luck to all the participants if they want to participate. Goodbye.
Bye.